There you go. All right, cool. Hanging out live at the Comedy Palace, if you can see the logo. Very high tech. Live at the Comedy Palace. Hanging out here, Neil Singh, hanging out with Mr. Anthony Davis. I don't know why I keep calling you Mr. Anthony Davis. But
Just call me Anthony. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. Whatever.
I don't know. Yeah, you seem like a Mister to me. Like,
Yeah, I have that build.
yeah,
like,
you just like yeah.
Mr. Davis. Yeah. I was his teacher, so I got called Mr. Davis a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You were a teacher, obviously prior to comedy.
Yeah.
What did you teach?
I taught elementary school back
Oh.
in Detroit about 8 or 9 years ago.
Okay, so yeah, so you definitely
Yeah.
like know how to control a room. I mean,
Yeah. Well,
in a sense.
like monsters. Kids used to say I had front titties and back titties, and
Oh wow.
yeah, yeah, they were like kindergartners and
And
assholes.
they knew that much. Huh.
Yeah, it was Detroit.
That's true. They do learn a lot of smack talk. You think they'd be able to channel that towards something?
Yeah, like learning.
Yeah. But yeah, well. I guess street smarts and classroom smarts are just two different things. That's why they're socially named.
How many grams are in and outs? They're definitely drug dealers now. I was a terrible teacher. I'm so glad I stopped.
Fair enough. I mean, we're all happy for it, you know, because isn't that, you know, what's brought you to comedy?
We're going dark again.
No, as I was saying, it's a good thing because now you get to do what you were really born to do.
Yeah.
Right? Which
Make strangers laugh with dick jokes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Mwah.
Yeah. So I mean, and so you've been doing comedy for
5 years.
5 years.
It'll be 6 in March.
Like literally started open micing.
Yep.
And then
Started-
5 years later, here we are.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, didn't take any time off because I love it so much. It's one of those things where you just, when you fall in love with something, you just want to give all your time you can to it.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard it said, like, I think Ron White or somebody said something to the effect of, like, this is the first time I did it. I just was like, this is what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's definitely been that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Second I got on stage, I got booed the first time. I remember telling I got booed. First time I did comedy, I was like, you guys like jokes about trucks. You're going to love me. And someone's like, we don't, fuck you. And I got booed.
And where was that?
It was in Baltimore. Baltimore,
Do you
Maryland.
remember, like, the location? Or
Yeah,
whatever?
it was called the Sidebar. It was at 12:30 at night. I was there at 8:45. Waited 3.5 hours to get
Yeah.
up. 3-minute spot. Nothing but comics. It was awful.
And so a comic heckled you. Or was that
I think it was a
fuck
comic.
your
It
truck?
was some drunk lady.
Oh, just a drunk lady at the bar. Yeah.
Could have been a comic. I don't remember. I was too busy being scarred for the rest of my life.
Well, I mean, obviously you broke through it. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
And last year you were the winner of the San Diego Comedy Festival.
Woo!
Yeah, right in this room, in this very room.
Yeah, on that stage.
John Lovitz as witness to. I don't know. Oh no, that's George
George
Carlin. In the reflection, it looked like John Lovitz. I was looking at it through here.
Wait, watch George Carlin just come back from the dead.
Yeah,
Like,
just
"You
to
son of a
just to
bitch."
fucking. Yeah, just to get me for comparing it with John. He was like, "Who the fuck is John Lovitz?"
That's the best insult I've ever heard. Was like someone says something to him, and she's like, "This guy said this something about you," and he's like, "Who?" And I was like, "Oh, did him dirty. That's hurtful."
I mean, that's a great, response. I mean, it depends on your stature.
Yeah, right.
If I was just going around like, who? Like,
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, I have not met them yet. That's all."
So anyway, so last year you won the San Diego Comedy Festival. Pretty
Yes.
competitive field,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was like maybe 100 comics almost.
100 comics. And
Yeah.
how many shows did you do?
6.
6 shows.
Yep, started with like the preliminaries, then the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals.
Did you do 6 shows within a 2-week period?
That was a week.
A week-long period? Oh,
Yeah.
so wow, this is like every day.
I was here every day. I drove back from where Disneyland is to here every night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so, I mean, just for the other comics out there, if you're thinking about signing up for the San Diego Comedy Festival, even if you don't win.
Recommend it. It was like a lot of networking, met a lot of nice people, led to a lot of bookings. I mean, even before I won the festival, I was like Jenny from Just for like Last Unlimited was here, and she was talking to me before I even won the place. She was like, she liked my style, she liked everything. Talked to her at the show, strange information,
Yeah,
Now
absolutely.
I'm gonna be there. I'll be featuring there next month. because of that. You know.
Yeah, so it's just about being out there and like making those connections, and obviously doing well on stage too. Otherwise,
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like,
Just don't be like, yeah, I'm really good, and then you go up there like, all right, chips.
yeah,
Like,
please, yeah. You see people do that sometimes. They go, make sure you check me out.
Yeah, right. I've done that. I remember when I first started, I said that. I was like, hey, if you want to check my set out, see if I'm any good. And someone's like, you weren't. Shit, all right.
I feel like you've been through a lot of heartbreak to get through.
Yeah,
to this
that's
point
when
in
people are like, people now are like, yeah, congratulations on all your success. I'm like, thanks. But it still hasn't caught up. Like, recording an album here this whole weekend. Like, I'm excited, but it's just, I'm so surprised it's happening.
And that, from my understanding, was part of the prize of the festival.
Yeah, first place was $1,000, and then a recording contract with Uproar, and they produced like 6 of Richard Pryor's albums.
Okay, and so they're here. I mean, I saw them earlier setting up.
Yeah.
And so yeah,
I'm excited. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. Once again, anybody out there?
Yeah. I mean,
give it a shot, man. Get up there. And,
I'm not from here.
Used to be a school teacher.
Yeah.
You guys know the restaurant
this way? Yeah, it's right down that way. See?
Yeah. This is a very live podcast.
Every comic should be helpful to anybody, no matter who they are.
Yeah, because you never know.
You never know.
You never know who's gonna shoot you.
It could be George Carlin's ghost. We don't know. You just came back from the dead just to ask.
He just came back to just eat a lot this time around. He's like, no more cocaine this time, guys.
Yeah. I don't know what cocaine does to you, but I bet you it doesn't make you want to eat. I know meth doesn't.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think it's an appetite suppressant. I think that's why a lot of Victorian ladies got into it.
Except, like, I did a joke was like, I like meth, and someone in the crowd got up. It was in South Carolina. Every time I do a show in South Carolina, people just heckle me. It was like the best thing. He's like, you're too fat to like crystal meth. And I was just like, okay. It was like, that's hurtful, but there was this guy that was a mayor that was in Canada that was like 400 pounds. He did meth every day.
Yeah.
And he ate all the
No,
time.
I've seen plenty of big people do hardcore drugs.
Yeah, you're just like, well, there's exceptions. Maybe I'm the exception.
Yeah, one of my very good friends is like 400 and something pounds and does illicit drugs every day. Like, of his life.
That person will be tagged on this video.
And he's 42 years old.
Holy fuck, really?
Yeah.
God damn.
I can name him. You want me to name him? Dan Sanborn. You're a walking miracle.
I know, I'm a Fitbit just to track my steps and my heart pressure and my heart rate and everything. Just because I'm.
How's that working out?
I realize that when I get on stage, I scream a lot, so my heart rate
it goes up
a lot. Yeah. My blood pressure is very slow though, very low.
No, that's good.
My blood pressure is like almost of an athlete.
Is that a result of like steady diet and
no?
And
no, God, no. I had Wingstop today.
You just have big arteries.
Yeah, apparently. I think they were like, we don't know why your blood pressure's low, like, cause it could. Like, my wife's really high, it's just because she has a lot of stress. But I guess I do comedy, and comedy releases a lot of stress.
Yeah, that's true.
That could be it. I mean, I'm used to doing like an hour, 45 minutes on stage, so, that time I have like the adrenaline rush of making people laugh. That's just
I think a big thing about just being a comic, right, is you get to express your opinions and your point of view, and a lot of people don't get to do that. Like, even people who speak regularly aren't expressing what they're thinking. You know what I mean? Like, you could be a professor, that's not being a comic.
Yeah. Comedy is always taking what you think is funny and then making people that you're telling it to think it's just as funny as you do.
Yeah.
That's my number one goal, is to make people think something that you think is funny as funny as you think it is.
Yeah, really, you're convincing them in a way. And that's why the eye contact and like the body language and all that stuff matters. I've seen people literally over time like tell jokes into the ground, and then over time they start to open up, and the same joke now works because of that. Yeah, just those little subtle differences.
And I constantly rewrite jokes. I mean, I've been doing the same 45-minute set for about 6 months now, and it's not the same when I started 6 months ago.
Yeah.
It's completely different. Everything got new tags, new punchlines, new build-ups, everything, because I wanted it to be as good as possible. Make sure that it's start to finish just great.
Right, and I think the last time we spoke, you kind of mentioned your spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Like, I have you guys do this. If anyone wants to email me, most of OC, LA, and San Diego have emailed me. I have a spreadsheet, an Excel document, has all my jokes, how many times I've told them, how many times I've rewritten the joke, how many times I've told the new rewritten joke, and how many times it works. If it doesn't work, it's about 10% of the time, then I rewrite the joke altogether.
Yeah.
So it's just because I really want my joke to be good.
Right.
I don't want to go up there. If it's not good enough, I'll throw the joke away. Even if I love the premise, I'll throw it away.
And I think it's a great lesson for comics. It's not just about time put in. I mean, you got to put in the time, you got to get in the mics, but it's also about putting in constant effort and being able to be honest about your jokes and break down what doesn't work.
It's not only is it like a love of the craft, it's also business, and you have to sell yourself. Like I tell people all the time, like they're like, "What's it like being a straight white married comic?" It's like being the Snickers bar in the back of the vending machine, just as good as the one in the front. But there's so many of them in front of me that I gotta stand out so that people want me instead of the one in the front.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, because there's so many married. Like the biggest one's like Bill Burr. He's married. He's very animated on stage too. And you go see him, but he's like $200 a ticket.
Right.
You can see me, $20 a ticket. Same energy, same intensity, but we're different elements of the same thing.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you're cut from the same cloth in a sense,
exactly.
but like you're still different.
We talk about the same things about marriage, but it's all vastly different points of view and vastly different concepts. Even though I talk about like being from the South, like there's like marriage is different for me because I'm in the first interracial marriage in my entire family, so I talk about that.
Yeah.
Which is
relevant to you.
Yeah, relevant. Yeah. Just make yourself stand out with the same, because everyone talks about sex, marriage. It's like it's hard to come up with new material that no one talks about. You just got to present the same material but in a different way.
Which is your perspective.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. I mean, I think those are great things. We had a conversation about the comedy festival, and I think that's coming up soon.
Should definitely apply. I mean,
are you coming back to do a set or anything at that?
Yeah, if they have me, yeah, I'd love to do it. I mean, I owe a lot to that festival. I won the festival, and then I used it again at the Laugh Factory, and then I got passed as a regular Laugh Factory, and then after that, just those credits, and then that helped me get on a TV credit, and then now I'm constantly on the road. So it was literally the people that ran the festival last year saw me in Las Vegas, helped me get on the festival, and the festival just snowballed. So I mean, the festival is a big help to my career.
Fantastic. So people sign up for the San Diego Comedy Festival.
Yeah.
If you just love comedy, come out and watch. You're gonna find because it's not just comedians from San Diego or LA. It's from all over the country that show up here, and it's just a great.
And if you don't get in, still come. I've done it before, and I got bookings for even when I didn't get accepted to a festival. But then I got accepted the next year because I came and I hung out and was present. Like I love comedy.
And generally I think they hold open mics and stuff, so it's a good time, good way to come and get to network with folks and meet Anthony or meet other whoever else is coming out this year.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you, sir.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Cool. Yeah. That was better.
Yeah. Yeah. Less dark.